All right, our second place finish is GT. Obviously, the unique hats in all of motorsports are co-drivers of the number 42 Mazda for Team Salem. Dane, Cameron, Wayne Nonnamaker. Guys, maybe a quick opener about the event today and how it was dealing with the conditions.
Yeah, it was a really crazy start. Emil and I were fighting there at the beginning, and there's a lot of spray and just craziness out there. Dane had a really good stint, and between he and Kate Crawford Wallace, they chose to not put tires on. I think that was the biggest thing, and our crew did an awesome job. We went from 10th to 2nd that last pit stop. So I think, if anything, the crew earned this 2nd place for us, and it was just a super race, and the Team Salem Mazda RX-8 did really well.
Okay.
Yeah, just a phenomenal job by the guys. We had we think we were in the 3rd to 5th kind of range there for a little while, and I made a bit of a mistake and got off in the mud and couldn't save my life to get back onto the racetrack, basically, and whatever I did, Kate yelling at me not to stop because I was never going to get out. But so that was a little frustrating to make a personal mistake. But so just trying to get the track position back, and decided, yeah, like Wayne said, to not take tires just because we needed to move back up the order so you could see something, and that was the end of the race. So that worked out quite well. But even so, I think we had pretty good pace in the wet. I was quite happy with the car. It was just very, very tough to see, as it was for everyone. So really pleased with the result.
Okay, we're going to hear from our GT winners. Pretty significant win for Jeff Segal, Emil Assentato. They drive number 69 AIM Autosport Team FXDD Ferrari 458. These guys were the 2010 GT class champions of the series. First win for the new 458, which debuted this year. And they take over the GT points lead today. So either one of you start us off. Big day.
Well, since I started off the stints, I'll start off the conversation. But it was a hell of a day for everybody. Everybody had tough conditions to fight, and the driving out there was spectacular. Of course, I was thrilled to be in the 458 GT car. We had a very good car today. As good as one could expect in these conditions. Pretty much was a driver's race, not a car race. And Jeff did a fantastic job when he took over the second seat there. But as Wayne said, tough start, a lot of fender touching, stuff like that. But we're glad to have finished the race, and it got shortened, and that's why we won. It was very good. Jeff did a great job getting into the front just in time.
Jeff?
Yeah, it was a great day for us. You know, we've put a lot of hard work into this program, getting this new Ferrari up to speed, and there's just been a lot of work behind the scenes by Ferrari and Michelotto, and a lot of hard work by AIM Autosport to adapt to this car, so I'm really happy for them. The race was really, really difficult. We kind of saw that in practice this morning, that it was going to be interesting, but the car was as good as it could be, like Emil said, and really our job was just to keep the car on the track, protect the car. We did that. We weren't off the track not even one time, and I just watched as cars flew off the road in front of me, hit each other. You know, had a couple of good races, and you know, fortunately the timing worked out that we made one pretty critical pass right at the end, right before the rain rolled in. So you know, just really, really excited. Excited about the direction this program's heading. Obviously, we have a lot of races left to go, but you know, I think everybody's comfortable with the car. We're comfortable with each other, so we're hoping that this is the start of a good run this season.
Okay, questions for Grand Prix of Miami GT Podium. Here's a mic. Go ahead.
For any or all of you, obviously this whole day put the sanctioning body in a real tricky situation. Does anybody have any beef at all with everything that went on?
Don't be shy.
I was going to be the one to step forward here. I think the series did a really good job of deciding when to throw the cautions out and stuff, because from what we saw in practice, you know, the track actually was able to handle sustained rain quite well, and the grip level was decent. But when it started to deluge, the puddles got so bad that they had to neutralize the race. I certainly think they made a good call of putting the cautions out at all the right times, and they kept the track as safe as possible for everybody. My own personal feeling is, and I don't know, obviously, without knowing the ins and outs of the TV, etc., but with an hour to go, it's a shame we didn't run a wee bit longer just to see if we could have made a race of it at the end. That's my only thing.
Anyone else? All right, more questions we have right here. Go ahead.
Jeff Adam Beasley with the Miami Herald. Obviously, this is a bit of a hometown win for you. You know, talk about your career arc going to UM and how how important it is to get this win here?
Yeah, I definitely consider this one of my home tracks, and I'm a little greedy in that sense. I have some up north and some down here, but we've had some success at Homestead-Miami before. It's a track that Emil and I both like and both generally do well at, and we had a lot of conversations before the weekend about what we needed to get from the car in terms of setup. You know, what it takes to be successful here, and we knew that, and we worked towards that, and we put together a good car and. You know, drove it to the front in the race, but I think wet or dry, we were pretty confident that we would be thereabouts at the front. So it's great to be here, great to win at Homestead-Miami again, and you know, we're just looking forward to this next string of races that come up pretty quickly, hoping to carry a little bit of momentum.
Friends, family here, and how wet are they right now?
Yeah, actually, you know, it's the first race for my dad back at the track, and you know, he was down at Daytona and took ill down there, so he's missed a couple of races, and I'm glad he could be down here. Made a day trip down here, and it's pretty important that he's here for our first win as a team and first win with this car, and it's just fantastic.
Emil, I think I heard something over the TV monitor here. Your emotions when you climbed out of the car and had it behind you, given the circumstances.
I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but I guess I would have said, I'm glad to be out of this thing and watching it from the pit box.
Is that really any better?
Well, as long as you win, it's great.
All right, do we have any more for our GT podium? All right, guys, congratulations. Great effort, especially given the challenges of today.